There was a time when Paul Pogba shook Europe every single weekend. A midfielder so explosive that even his hairstyles could make the front page. He danced through defenses, broke midfield lines apart, and carried a charisma that made him feel larger than the sport itself. Then came the storm. Scandals, injuries, pressure, noise. A sudden collapse from the peak he once owned so easily. The world talked louder than ever, but Pogba himself grew quieter, smaller, almost invisible. And just when everyone thought he had been swallowed by the chaos, Pogba did something no one expected. He disappeared into a calm apartment overlooking the Monaco coastline. No cameras, no spotlight, just early morning training, the sound of the sea, and a man rebuilding himself in absolute silence. This comeback won't be loud. It will be disciplined, deliberate, and perhaps the most surprising chapter of his entire career. Before the quiet, there was thunder. In 2016, Manchester United made headlines worldwide by bringing Pogba back from Juventus with one of the most expensive midfield contracts of the era, a 5-year deal worth £290,000 per week. That single signature ultimately paid him nearly $97 million, crowning him as the face of a new football generation. But it wasn't just wages that made him a phenomenon. Across all contracts, endorsements, and bonuses, Pogba's earnings surged past $130 million, reflecting not only his talent on the field but his global marketability. Brands like Adidas, Pepsi, Amazon, and TCL sought his image, turning his charisma and flair into currency. Signature boots, commercials, and campaigns made him part athlete, part entertainer, a football star who knew how to make the world pay attention. At the height of his fame, Pogba wasn't just a player, he was a living icon of modern football. Paul Pogba's influence extended far beyond the pitch. In 2016, Adidas signed him to a 10-year deal worth around $40 million, making him one of the brand's global pillars. From signature boots to worldwide campaigns, he became the face of a generation, blending athleticism with entertainment. But Adidas was just the beginning. Pogba's image turned into a magnet for brands like Pepsi, TCL, and Amazon, all eager to place their logos alongside his trademark grin and iconic hairstyles. Every commercial, every social media post, and every endorsement added another layer to his persona. A man who could command attention and generate revenue simply by being himself. By 2025, these deals, combined with his football earnings, had elevated Pogba's net worth to $125 million. He wasn't just a footballer, he was a brand, a global icon whose influence brought attention, wealth, and style wherever he went. After the chaos of headlines and the roar of Old Trafford, Pogba sought peace in Monaco, investing $17 million in a serene Larvato apartment. Unlike his flashy past, this home is a sanctuary, private elevator, travertine-lined entrance, and panoramic Mediterranean views that flood the space with natural light. Inside, the double living and dining room is calm yet elegant, anchored by a beige L-shaped sofa and a Carrara marble coffee table. On a modest shelf sits a scuffed football from his childhood, a silent reminder of humble beginnings. The kitchen is sleek and practical, complete with a small herb garden where his wife, Maria, grows rosemary and basil, filling the home with warmth. Bedrooms balance elegance and playfulness, a master suite of beige and white tones with marble bathroom, and children's rooms decorated with miniature football memorabilia. Outside, a wide terrace wraps around the apartment, offering a front-row seat to Monte Carlo's pastel rooftops and the endless Mediterranean. Here, Pogba is no superstar, just a father, a husband, and a man reclaiming his peace. Paul Pogba owns nearly 20 cars, but 4 define his current life: his personality, milestones, and mindset reflected in metal and horsepower. Volkswagen ID.4, a quiet, electric choice symbolizing a calmer era. Pogba takes his family along Monaco's coast, enjoying the hum of electricity instead of roaring engines. With 201 horsepower and a range of nearly 250 miles, it represents simplicity, focus, and intentional living. Porsche 911, the reward for surviving the toughest seasons. Leather seats, a flat-six engine, and 443 horsepower make it a perfect mix of speed, elegance, and playful mischief. It's his car for close friends and memorable drives. Jeep Wrangler, his escape vehicle. Off-road freedom, 285 horsepower, and four-wheel drive let him disappear from the spotlight. Beach trips, off-road adventures, and quiet family fun define its purpose. Rolls-Royce Wraith, the crown jewel. Bought after his massive Manchester United contract, its 624 horsepower V12 and $350,000 value embody quiet authority, luxury, and a reminder that Pogba, whether loud or calm, remains a true icon. Paul Pogba's generosity is as remarkable as his talent, yet he rarely seeks the spotlight for it. During his Manchester United years, he actively supported Soccer Aid for UNICEF, donating personal items for auctions and contributing directly over £100,000 to programs helping vulnerable children worldwide. His involvement often pushed campaigns to record totals, proving the influence of his platform. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Pogba donated £30,000 to the World Health Organization, encouraging fans to contribute and supporting frontline workers with essential protective equipment. He also partnered with the Share the Meal initiative, helping provide approximately 1 million meals to children and families facing food insecurity in East Africa. Beyond that, Pogba quietly funds community projects in Guinea, including building football pitches, supporting schools, and assisting families during Ramadan. In Manchester, he contributed around £50,000 per year through the United Foundation, supporting hospitals, scholarships, and youth programs. Across his career, Pogba has donated $13 million plus, demonstrating that his influence extends far beyond football, touching lives quietly but profoundly. Today, Paul Pogba lives far from the chaos that once defined his life. In Monaco, he has built a peaceful, steady rhythm, centered on his wife, Maria, and their children. The stadium roars, media scrutiny, and constant debates feel like distant echoes. Mornings begin with family breakfasts, followed by walks along the coast or simple moments spent together. Training still exists, but it has a different pace. No cameras, no pressure to perform, just Pogba, a quiet pitch, and the slow process of rebuilding his body and confidence. His home and daily life are his anchor. Sunrise sessions, focused recovery, and intentional routines replace the frantic schedules of his peak years. To the outside world, it may seem as though Pogba has disappeared, but those close to him know the truth. He is not retreating. He is rebuilding, prioritizing clarity over chaos, family over fame, and finally breathing on his own terms. Paul Pogba's story is not just about goals, contracts, or cars. It is a journey of resilience, humility, and quiet transformation. From dominating Europe and commanding headlines to retreating into a peaceful Monaco apartment, Pogba has shown that true greatness isn't always loud. It is disciplined, intentional, and deeply personal. He rebuilt his life around family, training, and giving back, proving that success can coexist with humility and generosity. If Paul Pogba's journey inspired you, tell us which part of his comeback or lifestyle impressed you most in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring football stories and behind-the-scenes insights into the lives of the world's greatest athletes.